Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. You're in Unit 6, Retirement and Depth of Partner. Right? And Depth of Partner. Now, we have learned the rules and regulations. When a partner retires, what are the adjustments you should make and before you reconstitute the firm. Right? Now, in this lesson, we are going to see what will happen when the partner dies. Now, there's no guarantee on anybody's lifetime, right? Now, A, B, and C and D are partners. They share profit and loss in the ratio 3:2:1, imagine. And one of the partner dies. Now, what you should do? You will not dissolve the firm. The partnership will get dissolved and you reconstitute the firm. So, what are all the adjustments you should make when he dies? And that one of the partners dies or he's no more. So same rule, what you had applied for retirement, you have to apply here also. First, you will distribute the profit and loss and reserves and surplus. And you know what is reserve? Reserve is nothing but accumulated profit, right? And revalue the assets and liabilities. Then you calculate the goodwill of the firm and then you adjust the goodwill. Then you calculate the current year's profit and then share it to the retiring partner. Here, in case the partner who's no more, okay, you the deceased partner, you share it till the date of retirement. The person who's liable for all the profit, he is liable to get all the profit and loss of that particular firm till the death. Okay, till the date of death, he is responsible. So till the date of death, whatever is belonging to him should be given to him. Isn't it? And then you should close this account, close this capital account, and then you should give away the money. Now, to whom will you give? He is no more. So there will be somebody who will be executing his account. So the deceased partner's executor's account you should transfer to. So it may be XYZ. To whomever it is, you transfer the account. If you are having money, you give cash and settle the thing immediately. If you don't have cash, put it in the loan account of the deceased partner's executor's account. And then later on, when the firm has money, you can settle the account. Right? So how are we going to adjust? I told you all the adjustments. Now, in case of admission, we saw when the partner will be coming in, we will have to record the capital. Maybe if it's not cash, then it may be bringing assets. How are you going to record? In case of retirement, the retiring partner is eligible for all the profit and loss till the date of retirement. Same way, when the partner dies also, he is eligible for all the profit of the firm till the last date of his existence in the firm as a partner. Right. Now, let us go through the adjustments in this problem. Right. And now see problem number 22. I think it's the last problem in your lesson. Problem number 22, exercise problem number 22. Vijay and Sudan and Suman are partners who share profit and loss in the capital ratio. So you have to find out the capital ratio. They have not given you the profit sharing ratio. So it's a nice, interesting problem. Their balance sheet as on 31/12/2018 is as follows. So balance sheet as on 31/12/2018. So your reconstituted balance sheet will be balance sheet as on 31 December 2019. Right? They have given you some capital. Okay, whatever capital belong to Vijay and Sudan and Suman, then reserve, that will go to your capital account. So whatever I'm marking capital, that will go to capital account. So as you're reading the problem, you mark and keep so that you don't miss out any adjustments. If you miss out an adjustment, your balance sheet will not tally. Then you have a fixed asset here, then you have some current assets given cash at bank, debtors, and all that, right? Now let us see the other adjustments in the problem. Now Suman died. So of all these three partners, Suman is no more. Okay, he is not there. He died on 31/3/2019. Right. So on the death of Suman, the following adjustments were made. Building to be revalued by 1 lakh. So 20,000 appreciated. It is appreciated by 20,000. Stock to be depreciated by 5,000. So plus then 5,000 minus, right? Goodwill of the firm. You have calculated the goodwill. And then you have to calculate the share of Suman. And then you should share it among the existing partners. Okay, whatever Suman's share is, you're going to share it among the continuing partners. Then share of profit from the closing of the last financial year till the date of on the basis of the average of 3 completed years profit before death. Now here, see, here Suman is dying on 31 March for 3 months. So for 3 months, you have to calculate the profit. Okay. He is there in the firm till 31st/3/2019. Now academic year is from January to December. Let's see here, 31 December 2019. So for 3 months, whatever he is eligible to get from the firm, you have to give it to him, and then you should close the account. So whenever you calculate the profit, the current year's profit, that has to be transferred to profit and loss suspense account, right? So share of profit from the closing of the last financial year to the date of death on the basis of the average of 3 completed years profit before death. Now they have given you the profit for 3 years. Sometimes they may take previous year's profit and calculate 3 months profit and transfer to the suspense account. Sometimes you may compare 3 years profit, take the average, and then you will be finding out his share, that too for 3 months, and then you will put it in his capital account, right? So prepare necessary ledgers and then balance sheet immediately after the death of Suman. So they have not mentioned anything about paying the cash immediately. Since they have not mentioned anything about that, that means you have to transfer to the loan account. So first of all, let us do all the adjustments, right? Now they have not given you profit sharing ratio at all. So let us do the working column. Working column, right? You need some space for that working column. Capital ratio is 70 to see a working column, write your working column. Okay, so first one, profit sharing ratio. So profit sharing ratio. The problem says it is as per the capital ratio. So it is as per the capital ratio. What is the capital ratio? Capital ratio is here 70,000, 50,000, and then 30,000. Okay. You simplify it, you will be getting 7:5:3. This is your profit sharing ratio. Now they have not given you any new profit sharing ratio or the proportion in which they are going to gain. Nothing is given. So let us find out the gain ratio. Okay. Gain ratio will be the old ratio. In the same old ratio they are going to share. Now here Suman is not there. That is, you have 7/15, 5/15, and 3/15. Now here you find a 3/15 is not there. Suman is no more, isn't it? So then the existing ratio will be, for the continuing partner, it is going to be 7/15 and 5/15. Okay. So old profit sharing ratio itself will be the gain ratio of Suman, Vijayan and Sudan. So you're going to write gain ratio between Vijayan and Sudan. Gain ratio between the existing partners. The existing partners. Right. Okay. So we have completed the first adjustment. We have done this. Right. Now second one is what? They have given you calculation of goodwill is there. We can do that goodwill first. Second, we'll complete the goodwill, and then we will go to profit, current year's profit. So goodwill. Goodwill. So goodwill of the year is what? Goodwill of the firm is valued to 36,000. Okay, rupees 36,000. In that, what is Suman's share? Right, Suman's share. So Suman's share is 36,000 into 3/5. Right. So 5 will go here. 5 5s are 25, 5 6s are 35, 7s are 35, and then 1. So 2. So 7,200. Okay. Actually 3 will go here 1. It's actually 3/15, not 3/5. So 7,200. That is Suman's share. The Suman's share, you're going to share it among the existing partner in the ratio 7:5. Right. So 7:5 means 7/12, 5/12. Okay. 7,200 into 7/12. So 7 6s are okay 6. So 4,200. Okay, and the balance is 3,000. 3,000 will go to who are the partners? Vijayan and Sudan. This is for Vijayan and this is for Sudan. Fine. So second one also we have calculated. Now what is the third one you have to find out? Third one is the share of, what is this share? Current year's profit you have to find out, isn't it? So calculation of current year's profit. Why? Because he died in March. Academic year is from January to December. So calculation of current year's profit. So that for that you have to find out the average. See here in the problem they have given you 3 years profit. They have given you 16, 17 and 18. So let us add all the three because you have to find out the average, right? 40,000 plus 50,000 plus 30,000. Okay, all in rupees divided by 3. So that comes to how much? 80. Okay, 80, 1,20,000. Okay, so 1,20,000 divided by 3. So that is 40,000. So this is your average profit. And in that you have to find out his share. What is his share? Suman's share of profit. Suman's share of profit. So how important is a working column you might have understood, isn't it? Suman's share of profit. We have not started with a problem. We are still in the working column, isn't it? So out of rupees 40,000, his share is 3 by 15. So that is 3 will go here 1, 3 will go here 5. 8,000, right? 8,000 into 3 months. Right? 3, 4, 6. So that comes to 2,000 rupees. So rupees 2,000. Right? That is the share of profit. Because he died in March, 31st March he died. So 3 months you have calculated. So 3 by 12. His share is 3 by 15. Okay. I hope you understood this, children. All right. Now let us go to problem number. Okay. Now that we have found out this, let us go to our problem. Okay. Now we are going to start doing our problem. Right. Let me expand the format so that it is easy for you. We have already calculated the revaluation. Whatever appreciation, depreciation is there on the assets and liabilities, we have already calculated. Okay. That was the first adjustment we learned to do. So you have debit here and then you write credit here. Right. Revaluation. Revaluation account. Right. Now, what was the first one you did? Building. Right. You had building, you appreciated the building. Right. So, how did you appreciate the building? By building. What was the value building? Okay. Buildings account. And from 80,000, you made it 1 lakh. So, 20,000. And then you had stock. You depreciated the stock. Right. So, to stock. To stock account, 5,000. That's all. We had only 2 figures to be revalued. So let us close it. Your credit side is more, so 20,000 here. Bring the same 20,000 here. Balance the ledger. So balance is 15,000. What is this 15,000? This is to profit on revaluation. So to profit on revaluation. When you revalue the assets and liabilities, you got a profit of 15,000, which is to be transferred to the capital account of Vijayan, Sudan, and Suman. So Vijayan's capital account, Suman's capital account, Sudan's capital account, and Suman's capital account. So 15,000 you can share. 15,000 into 7 by 15. You go here 1. So you're sharing the ratio in 7:5:3. So you can multiply it easily, right? So 7,000, 5,000, chalo, then 3,000. Fine. We have done with this. Okay. Now that you have completed your revaluation account, let us go to the capital account. Capital account. Okay. The next stage is capital account. Okay. So capital account. Debit. And then you have credit. Who are the partners? Vijayan, Sudan, and Suman. Vijayan, Sudan, and Suman. Right. So by balance brought down. Okay, what was the balance? 70,000, 50,000, and 30,000. We remember this very nicely because we calculated the capital ratio, right? 70,000. Now you bring down the profit on revaluation by revaluation account. By profit on revaluation, isn't it? By revaluation account. Same 7,000 you got, just now we did, isn't it? 5,000 and 3,000. Now at this stage, remember when the balance sheet, we saw reserve fund is there. That you have to share, isn't it? So reserve fund. Always pass an entry so that it's easy for you to just copy the figure. That's all. To Vijayan's capital, to Sudan's capital, to Suman's capital. What was the thing, reserve fund amount from the balance sheet? You have to go to the balance sheet and see what is the reserve fund. Reserve fund is 18,000, right? 18,000. Now, how are you going to share 18,000? 18,000 into 7 by 12. 7 by 15, sorry. 7 by 15. Okay. So 15 will go here once. So 2. So that is 0, 14, 8,400. 8,400. And then next, you have 25 by 5. So 0, 0, plus 10, 6,000. And then multiplied by 3. So 4,500. Okay. I hope you understood how to do this now. By reserve. By reserve. Fine. So that is 8,400, 6,000, and then 4,500. Fine. Okay. So we have done with the, we have copied the balance. We have transferred the revaluation. Then we have done with the reserve. Then what are the other adjustments that you should do? Goodwill. Goodwill was 36,000. We calculate the value of goodwill and then what share he is going to get. Okay. So we have to transfer that to by Vijayan's capital. By Vijayan's capital account. And then next one you have by Sudan's capital. Sudan's capital account. Okay, so what was the amount? Let us go to the calculation, working notes. Go to the working notes and find out. See, we did our working notes, right? So what was there in the working notes? So that was the goodwill, okay, share of profit. And then, yeah, see your current year's profit we did. Before that we did goodwill, right? So let us see what is that. Okay, so we saw what is that. Okay, now Sudan, he's getting his share. His share we calculated, you remember, 4,200, 7,200 we calculated, right? And balance 3,000. 7,200 was his share of goodwill. Okay. The next you have, you have to actually transfer to Suman's capital. To Suman's capital account. So that amounts to 4,200 and 3,000. Okay. So from the balance sheet, from the balance sheet, you took 36,000. That was adjustment. When he died, that was the value of the goodwill. That you have to share it among the existing partners. So that also is over. Then one more step is that we've calculated the profit, the current year's profit that he is eligible for 3 months. That also he is eligible for. So by profit and loss suspense account. Profit and loss suspense account. Okay. Account. Okay, profit and loss suspense account. So how much did you calculate profit and loss suspense account? You have to transfer 2,000 rupees. So I think we have done everything. So always you counter check. First revaluation we have transferred, then reserve fund. Okay, reserve fund account you have transferred. Then this is our goodwill that we have transferred to the existing capital. Then this current year's profit we have done. I think we have done with all the adjustments. I think we can total it now. Okay, we total it and then we'll balance this ledger. Right. Okay, so calculate total it ma 37,500. Right. You have a lot of things to do in your working column. 7,000, 9,200. So that comes to how much? 4 plus 3. So you have your, just check 30,000, 3,000 and then 3,000, 8,000, 6,000 and then you have 6,000 and then see your reserve we have to recheck again. See what is the calculation on the reserve? 3 2s are 6. 3,600, right? So 3,600. So it's better we counter check always. So 3,600. So then only it will tally, right? So okay. Now when we total, we didn't get the answer, so we rechecked, right? So 39,600 plus 9,200. So that comes to 36,000. Right, 36,000. So that comes to 45,800. Correct. Then next you have, this is very easy, 61,000, the round figure. Here also 400 and then 5, so 85,000. So we have done with this, all right? So 85,400 you carry it here, 61,000 you bring it here, and then 45,800. Okay. Check all the figures, revaluation correctly we have copied, reserve correctly we have copied. Here we did a, while multiplying we did a small mixing up here. So now, but then when we checked the total, it was not tally. So that's why I was able to find out, right? Okay. Now Suman is negative here. So anything you have to transfer? Nothing. Now here Suman's amount. Suman, always you circle and keep here. He's no more. So that you don't transfer it to the capital account and then take it to the balance sheet. So what are you going to do? You're going to give the amount due to Suman to Suman's executor's account. Right. Now that is 45,800. Okay. Then the balance to be carried down. So balance carried down. So balance carried down here is 85,400 and 61,000. Right. You're going to carry down the balance here in the capital account. Okay. For the next year. This is the balance for the next year. So by balance brought down. So that will be 85,400 minus 4,200 to 81,200. Right, we didn't see the 3,000. 61,000 minus 3,000. So that comes to 59,000 or 58,000. 58,000. Right, okay. We didn't see that figure, so we didn't do it, right? So we'll rub it and write, no problem. Okay. So, okay. Now here we didn't subtract this and we balanced it. That was what happened. So now that you have subtracted 81,200 and 61 minus 3, 58,000. Okay, when I brought the screen down only, I noticed that 4,000 and 3,000. So, chalo, now you have 81,200 and then you had 58,000. So, this is the balance. You're going to take it to the balance sheet. Right? So, that's it. Now, let us do our balance sheet. So, always do the counter checking. So, now that's the reserve fund also. I totaled and saw 18,000 was not coming. So, then I knew, okay, there's something wrong in the total. Right? Now, you go to the balance sheet. So have a working column separately. Okay, you have a lot of working to do before you complete the balance sheet. So balance sheet. So balance sheet as on 31st December 2019. Right, you have liabilities and you have assets. Now it is always better to do the liability side because it's very easy. I always do the liability side because only 2 or 3 figures will be there and you have to bring down the total from the capital account. Then usually you will be able to know what should be the asset side total. Okay, so Vijayan. You have Vijayan, you have Sudan. These two are continuing partners. Suman is no more, isn't it? So 81,200 and then 58,000. Right. Okay, what is the total now? 1,39,200. Now, what was left out? To executor, Suman's executor. You are not settling him, isn't it? Suman's executor's account. He is not there. No, how will he come and take the money? Can he come from the grave and take the money? It's not possible. So, normally, even if you in the bank, when you go and deposit money, you take a fixed deposit receipt, or you buy shares, or you take an LIC policy, you have nominees there. You have to give a nominee in case you are not there because our life is uncertain. Anything can happen any moment. So once you are not there, you are your sister, brother, or your daughter, your children, somebody who has to inherit your properties will get the benefit, isn't it? So now you have 45,800. So the other thing is there in the balance sheet is creditors. See, that's why I like to do liability side first because it's easy for you to travel. Only 2-3 entries will be there and you know what figure you should get in the asset side also. So now that you have here 2 lakh and 2,000. Okay. 2 lakh and 2,000. Now let us see whether our asset side is saving. First you have buildings. We had an appreciation in the building. Only 2 figures you had in building. Building and stock, only 2 figures. You had one appreciation, one depreciation. So very easy problem. Plus appreciation. Okay, so the figure was 80,000 in the balance sheet, old balance sheet. You appreciated by 20,000, so 1 lakh. Right, then you had stock there. Stock to be depreciated, depreciation. So the value of stock was something like what is that? 45,000, right? 45,000 minus 5,000. So that comes to 40,000. All right. Then you had debtors. Debtors amount is what? 20,000. No adjustment in debtors. So just you just have to copy the figure. You had cash at bank and cash in hand. Okay, so cash in hand and cash at bank. Okay, what was the cash in hand? Cash in hand was 20,000. Let me check the balance sheet. Then cash at bank was around 15,000. Let me see the old balance sheet. I think debtors was not 20,000, it was 25,000. Right, let me check the old balance sheet. I cannot go up and see the balance sheet. I will see from the reader, 25,000. Right. Okay. So anything else I left out? Building I have completed. Stock depreciation, subtracted properly. Draw a line always. Then debtors, cash in hand, cash at bank. Check with your old balance sheet always. Okay. because you're reconstituting the balance sheet. You see, before you do the balance sheet, you should check the revaluation account, you should check the capital account, you should go back to the old balance sheet, and you have to carry down the figures from there only, isn't it? Then profit and loss suspense account. Profit and loss. What is this profit and loss suspense account? Profit and loss suspense account is the current year's profit of the deceased partner. Right? He died in the middle of the year. So you normally calculate by the end of the year only, you will calculate the profit, isn't it? So, but then he has to get the share of profit. So how to calculate? Either you take the previous year's profit and give him that 3 months share, or if you cannot, you can take the average of 3 years for his benefit. Okay, whichever is good, whatever you are following as per the company. So now let us tally it and see. We just wrote 2,02,000 here. Let us tally it. 1,40,000, 1,65,000. Then you have 15, 35, 37. Okay, this tallied. So that's it. Our balance sheet is tallied. Asset is equal to liability. Right? It's a very easy chapter, children. But if you should practice, lot of adjustments to be made. Your working column should be very neat and tidy. If you don't keep your working column neat and tidy, you will not end up with the correct figure. So don't be overconfident. Whenever you are doing the problem, you have to have a working column, and then you should refer the working column. Before you close the balance sheet, you should see the old balance sheet, evaluation account, capital account, and then only you will prepare your new balance sheet. Right? I hope you understood and you don't have any doubt. Okay, thank you, children.